Okay, so the last one I recorded, the sound didn't work, so I'm just testing the sound right now. So let me just test. Okay, let's go through your practice quiz. Before we begin our video, please make sure you filled in as much of your review sheet packet that you have and that you are able to do as much as you can. Once you're all filled in, you can start the video. So if you have not done any of that, pause the video now, fill it out, and then you can start. All right. What type of light causes sunburn? Well, ultraviolet light. Define the greenhouse effect. Well, the greenhouse effect holds in heat by the gases in the air, but we're going to go a little bit longer with it just so you have all of it. So natural process that keeps the earth atmosphere warm. And to do that, it holds in the heat. And it's by the gases in the air. So as long as you have something similar to this, you're good. If not, please make sure you edit this. So when you actually take the quiz, you're good to go. Name what type of wavelength each of these is. So is it a long, medium, or short? So if we remember our spectrum, in the middle was visible light. Then we had ultraviolet light. And then we had like our gamma rays, all of that kind of stuff, and that's more of the radiation. So visible light, we can say, is in the middle wavelength. Ultraviolet is short. And the radiation, infrared radiation, has a long wavelength. Now, what color of visible light has the shortest wavelength? Remember we were talking about those purples and blues? So blue or violet. As we're going through, if you're getting any wrong, circle them, make a flashcard for them. Press pause, make a flashcard, and then press play again. That way, by the end of this video, you will have whatever ones you really need to study. Also, if you were confused about one of them and you just kind of guessed and you were right, awesome, but make a flashcard for yourself. If you don't want to do flashcards, make a Quizlet or even do a Kahoot. You can share a Kahoot with your friends and do it all at the same time. You don't need to be in the same spot to actually do it. Okay, define electromagnetic waves. Well, all electromagnetic waves is just energy going through space. So a form of energy that can travel through space. Okay, at what temperature does water on the Celsius scale, I'm not thinking of Fahrenheit, but Celsius scale, boil and freeze? It boils at 100 degrees and it freezes, we should know, at 0 degrees Celsius. How is heat transferred from the sun to the earth? Is it radiation, convection, or conduction? Well, we're always talking about those UV rays, and we don't want to get what? Do we not want to get conduction, convection, or radiation? You know, radiation. Good. Now below we have to write whether it's radiation, convection, or conduction. This one is a heating pad and it's directly touching someone's leg. So which one deals with touching? Conduction. Okay, this one's over a heating vent and we have some liquid involved and it's heating and cooling and rising and dipping. What is that? Where it's that constant turning around. That is convection. And then you have someone holding their hand over a fire and they're heating their hands up, and that's through radiation. Okay, let's move on to defining convection. convection is the transfer of heat by movement of a fluid in that air, remember? Whoops. Okay, conduction is when it's actually touching, so the direct, and that's what's important, direct transfer of heat from one substance to another that is touching. Okay, what are the three ways that heat can be transferred? Well, we just talked about all of them and two of them right here. We have radiation, we have convection, and we have conduction. How is speed from wind measured? It is measured using an anemometer. So we have A-N-E M-O-M-E-T-E-R. Okay, let's talk about sea and land breezes now. The sea breeze is flow of air from sea or lake to the land. A land breeze is flow of air from land to body of water or sea. A good way to remember this is the sea breeze starts in the sea, the land breeze starts on the land. So the word is the starting point and then we move from there. So sea breeze, again, starts in the sea. Land breeze starts on the land. Okay. The way Earth's rotation makes winds curve, whoops, this is acting up, is called the Coriolis effect. C-O-R-I-O-L-I-S effect. What type of winds are about 10 kilometers above Earth's surface? Remember we said these winds are real fast. What's real fast that's also in the sky? Remember we said jet, so it's the jet streams. 4 types of clouds. The wispy clouds are cirrus. The big puffy clouds are cumulus. The flat and low clouds are stratus. And those big storm clouds are cumulonimbus. Okay, let's draw some pictures now. Cirrus clouds, remember, are the wispies. Cumulonimbus are those big clouds that have lightning and thunder and rain, and they're real dark. Okay, cumulus clouds are the big puffy clouds and the sun's out, and stratus are those real low-lying clouds. Okay, so they should look something like this. All right, give an example of condensation. Now this is all review. Condensation, remember, is when water vapor, so we'll say water vapor or steam from the shower touches a cold mirror and turns to water, which is a liquid. Okay, let's look at number 23. Give an example of evaporation. Well, if we have wet skin and sun heats your skin, the water rises and turns into water vapor, and your skin's dry then. What type of rain freezes on a cold surface? Well, freezing rain. How do we measure snowfall? If you've ever seen on the weather or you've seen people outside, people just use a ruler or they melt the snow and measure the liquid. Three types of precipitation. There's a whole bunch, but we can say rain, sleet, snow, hail, and if you want to throw in there freezing rain, you can too. What is it called when there's not a lot of precipitation or it's low? Sometimes in California there is or in the desert, there's a drought. What is needed for precipitation occur? You guys are all really good at this. Tell me about the clouds. What happens to them? They have to get real what? Heavy, and once they get heavy, the water falls through the air. So clouds get bigger and heavier until they can't hold any more and water falls as precipitation. Okay, that's it. I have also uploaded a blank copy of this so you can go through and try taking this all over again. Or like I said, go through those flashcards that you should have been creating along the way, or a Quizlet if you want to make one of those, or if you want to make a Kahoot and try that out, you can do that as well. That's it. Have a great night, guys.